The next element of a home inspection I want to talk about is the electric panel. Of all the things in the house, this is probably one of the most dangerous sections of the inspection. It's very important that when you walk up to an electric panel, you've got to assume the worst on every panel out there. First thing we want to make sure is we have a safe environment. I need to make sure I have at least 30 inches side to side to work at and work with. I need to make sure we have at least 36 inches front to back. Height, I need to have a safe environment. If I touch this panel and it's electrified, I don't want to become a ping pong ball in the middle of this. And so the first thing as a brick kicker inspector we want to make sure we do is I use my right hand and not my left hand, and I'll touch the panel with the tips of my fingers. If we have an electric charge, I'll typically feel it in static pressure, or I can use a non-contact tester like this. And if this panel was charged, then it will actually make a noise. And once this is deemed to be safe, I can open the panel. I never touch it with two hands, ever, at the first time of walking up to the panel, because if this is charged and I grab it, the electricity has a chance to go through my body, constrict my muscles, and my fingers won't let go. Once I've found that this panel is safe and I can dismantle it, then I can walk up to it. I'm going to take the dead front cover off to inspect the panel. As a homeowner, if you're not comfortable with electricity, if you don't understand the operation of electricity, then I would strongly encourage you to never take the dead front cover off. But as a home inspector, this is something that I want to do on every panel. Once I'm ready to take this apart, I put the right drill bit in, and then I'm going to take the screws out very quickly. When I'm doing this, all the while, I'm looking for any issues that might be in this room. If I take this off, am I going to be able to take this off safely? That I'm not going to remove or break any breakers on the way down. I typically take all the corners off but the last two, so then I can hold on to the panel. You can see how important it is to work in a safe environment, because you will drop the screws, and if you drop them, you want to be able to find them. So once I've taken the panel off, I can look inside. Looking inside, the first thing we want to identify is the main service. It's coming in from the meter, and then I'm going to look down each side of the panel. I'm looking for overcurrent protection. Overcurrent protection is the size of the wire, which is measured in gauge in relationship to the breaker, and it's measured in amperage. And so I want to look to make sure that the breakers are the right size for the wire being used. Beyond that, I'm going to look to make sure we don't have any multiple tapped wiring. That would be multiple wires to one breaker. In this particular case, I do have one. There's a circuit down here at the bottom that's got two wires on one breaker. I'm going to make a note of that on our report. And then I'm going to let my clients know, see if there's any burn marks, excessive rust, holes, or any other damage that might be present. Once I've identified all that, then I have an opportunity to talk about distribution, see if there's any openings for future expansion, and just to let our clients know about the general condition of the electric box as it goes back to the panel. Rather than putting this panel on, I'll put that on after we're done with this video. But I wanted to show you the inside of this panel. If you have any questions about electricity, the distribution, or your opportunities, make sure you talk to your brick kicker inspector. Until next time, good luck with your house.